What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Cobra Kai is back. The final 5 episodes are here. Season 6, episode number 11. And this is a really bittersweet moment because this has become one of my favorite shows that we have ever seen. And it just always, I've told this story multiple times at this point, but it takes me back to when I saw the original trailer for the beginning of this show when it was airing on YouTube. I thought this was going to be an absolute joke.
And we've all talked about that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the worst thing ever. But we're here now 6 seasons into a show that has been awesome. I put it up there as like the gold standard of doing nostalgia style content. Taking something like the Karate Kid trilogy, which all 3 of those movies, I love all 3 of them for different reasons, but those were done so long ago, bringing back essentially the main cast of those movies and building a show around them all these years later. That sounded like an insane thing to try to do.
It sounded corny as hell.
And it's like, this and Top Gun Maverick are the gold standards of doing nostalgia-style content so many years after the original content was put out. And, I mean, if this sticks to the landing and these final 5 episodes are awesome, this is easily, I mean, it's already probably there, but this is easily my number 1 show of all time in terms of surprise. Because my expectation going into this show as a massive Karate Kid lover, I love those movies so much. I'm like, my expectation was in the negative.
Same.
Like, I'm like, we're gonna watch it, we'll react to it, but there's no way this is gonna actually be good. And they stuck every aspect of what I think makes Karate Kid so good.
We should honestly go back and watch the first episode of everything and see how much we just love it still.
Yeah, I mean, just the tone and the character development and just everything about Cobra Kai as a show totally lines up with the original trilogy, I feel like. And here we are, the last 5 episodes, as I said, very bittersweet because love this show, don't want it to end. But at the same time, I think it might be time.
Yes.
I think we're there. At this point, the kids are getting older. Obviously, everyone else, all the adults, Johnny and Daniel are getting older as well. And I think it's time.
Well, you want to stop it before it gets bad.
And it's just one of those things to where you don't want it to get that. I don't think it's gotten to that point.
No.
I think part 2 of season 6 was awesome. I thought the whole Sekai Taikai, the way they executed all of that was really great. The competition and the actual characters that they brought in for all that. I mean, Quan was so good. I loved him as a character. I can't believe they killed a kid in this show. That's pretty insane to me. But Quan as a character, like, he just carried that swagger and had that attitude. And
he had awesome hair.
I mean, ironically, after part 2, all of his like social media clips started showing up on my like Instagram and my TikTok and stuff. Dude is so talented.
Honestly.
He is so athletic and he is such a great, like, he's got that acrobatic skill to where he could do those flying, like, he could do all that shit. Everything you see in the show, he does all of it. Incredible.
Like, I do my own stunts type stuff.
I mean, all the kids are trained and they all are really, really good at this point. And it's just so awesome to watch their growth and development. But when I started seeing Quan introduced in this show, he just had that perfect bad boy vibe. He fit the Cobra Kai mold so good of like the previous ones before him, Johnny in the original, and then with Chosen in Karate Kid 2, obviously Mike Barnes in 3. He just fit that tone so well.
Mike Barnes.
And for him to actually die was crazy. I think the biggest question mark now is where does this all go from here?
You're right. That would be a good question.
I think the big twist, obviously, was the fact that Silverick returned, and he's the one behind the Iron Dragons, and he's the one pushing that. So obviously, his storyline is very much similar to his storyline in the movie. And I just don't know what happens now. The look on everyone's face, the impact that this death is going to have on everyone, the fact that Quan grabbed Kreese's knife, which they put a very big focus on, and he ended up dying as a result of Kreese's knife. I wonder what that's going to do to him as a person. I wonder what that's going to do to him mentally. Again, just to reiterate, we don't watch trailers of the upcoming seasons for anything that we react to. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do. Because they didn't finish the Sekai Taikai. Are they going to find a way to finish this? Is this something that like Daniel's like, we've had enough? This has crossed the line of what I wanted for these kids. Do they pull out? Does Johnny and Daniel continue to beef and have problems and continue to kind of like run into having differing opinions? where does this all go? Because in reality, that shit gets shut down. You don't keep competing after a kid dies in the event. You just be like, we're going to let that go. We're going to jump into the next season or the next year of the competition, and we'll just reevaluate how things go. So I'm, again, very bittersweet. Very excited to see how they wrap this up, how they stick this landing. Are they going to go back to the whole Miyagi storyline that was introduced? Are they going to hint at that, or are they going to save that for the movie? That I did see the trailer for that Karate Kid, I think it's Legends movie. You didn't see the trailer for that,
no,
right?
I did not.
So I don't know if they're going to save that for the movie, or if they're going to, like, put a bow on that storyline in these last 5 episodes.
Interesting.
5 episodes, there's not a whole lot of time. So I don't know what they're going to do there. I have had very much mixed feelings about that whole Miyagi storyline and bringing that back up and seeing where that all goes. But there's a lot that needs to get sorted out here, and I'm very excited for it. Very much looking forward to it. Cobra Kai, one of my favorite shows of anything that we've ever watched, not just on the channel, but just in general. I've loved it. These characters are very special to me. I care about them very much as characters.
Yes.
And you ready for the final 5 episodes?
Yep.
Let's go.
There's that knife again.
Is it time?
Soon.
Oh.
This is so sad.
What about his family?
He did not have one.
Oh, what?
Are they gonna burn it? Is this the pyre?
This is my fault. I caused this.
We all did. And grandfather, sooner or later, we will face his consequences.
I saw some speculation that he might be connected to Miyagi somehow, some way, and I'm not buying it.
Oh. It's very sad. Uh-oh. He is terrifying.
Very dark and ominous beginning.
It'll be tight to graduate. We could talk about next year, but college may not be in the cards. As I tell a lot of our football players, Robbie's unlikely to go professional in his chosen sport. So we can support him by speaking our truth on that, without shame.
Robbie was this close to being a world champion in karate. All right, we were this close.
Yeah, well, I was really good at field hockey.
Chill, Johnny! Chill!
A lot of people in this situation look at trade school and other alternative paths. Try to keep an open mind about what life might be like without karate.
Daniel sold another car? Is it just me, or does it feel like the whole Barcelona thing never happened?
There's something off with him. The poor dude saw a kid die.
Yeah, I heard he was the one who flipped the kid over.
What is he, a pancake? Why don't you show a little Oh, shit. He's coming over here.
Is this like his defense mechanism? Like, get distracted with work and not think about it?
What are you guys doing standing around? The anniversary party's in 2 days, okay? And guess what? You guys are my right-hand men.
I'm more of a southpaw.
Listen, I want this to be the best one ever, okay? So you're on decorating duty just like the old days.
The old days before karate, when we were junior salesmen painting dicks off billboards?
Yeah, see? You got it.
Get to work!
That guy I just sold a car to works in admissions at UCLA.
I need to talk to him.
Great school, close to home, safe and happy, just like us, right?
Oh my god. I need that for both of my daughters.
Safe and happy.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, you're holding so much tension.
That's an understatement. Something wrong? Mr. Braun.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. This fucking guy.
I don't recall inviting you. In fact, I did not want to be found at all.
You were a champion once, weren't you, Gunther? A great fighter. Fighters face their problems head on.
You traveled a long way to make a point. So what is it?
That's the Kai to Kai. Karate in general has gotten a whole lot of attention lately. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I believe you just quoted P.T. Barnum, a man famous for running a circus.
Yep.
I'm not a clown.
Right now, you are.
I'm sorry, did you just call the guy? Oh, the second guy died a clown.
The tournament is canceled. There is no alternative.
No, there's something better. We should be steering into this storm, not away. Reclaim the tournament. Make it bigger. Let the world see the good What happened was a freak accident with a foreign object off the mat.
During a giant brawl that was broadcasted to the world. With kids.
I always have the high ground. But that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
I admit, the Sekai Taikai ending on my watch would be devastating.
Neither of us want it all to end so abruptly.
You're gonna let Terry Silver sway you.
A competitor died.
And we will honor him, not bury his memory. The last images of the Sekai Taikai can be him bloody, or they can be a global championship celebration of our great sport.
I kind of agree with that.
The only way we could even consider restarting the tournament is if everyone is fully on board. All the senseis.
It's like, obviously Terry Silver has an ulterior motive that's not positive.
Yeah.
But honoring Quan and making it right could be a positive thing.
No discussion. My dojo has been embarrassed. We will return to tournament. We will avenge our student. They take one of ours. We take one of theirs.
I'm so sorry, what? They're children! Take one of theirs? What
Yoon will be a fighter, and we will require special lesson.
The fuck?
준비! 시작!
We're just gonna ignore the fact that it was Kreese's fault.
Right.
Juan was your student. You pick him special, yes? Now he is dead. 너희 도적에서 가르칠 그릇이 안 돼! 어만! I trained special student once. His name was a Turner.
I learned Tang Soo Do during the Korean War under Master Kim Il-sung. You'll learn the same.
He went off to your American War. Did not come back.
No mercy.
Oh, what?
Yoon! 준비!
This is intense.
인사!
Oh.
We learn by punishment. Punishment for failing teammates. Punishment for failing students. Punishment for failing me.
The fuck, dude? It's very rare you see Kreese getting uncomfortable by something.
This is so bad. Did he grab him by the ribs?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Like, on the dummy, she was grabbing under something. Like, is he grabbing under the rib cage? That is insane. Master Kim is a psycho. Holy shit.
Kids are really struggling with this tournament being ripped away. So close to the end.
I know, but we need to move on. There's no other choice. There's plenty to focus on here at home.
All hands on deck, huh?
Yep, yourself included. You're on balloon duty.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Bullshit.
Well, with the Sekai done, Stanford Dream's kind of gone, but...
I know that changed things for everyone.
Oh, well, it could just mean being closer to home, man. Being closer to UCLA.
Perfect.
Yeah, she don't want that.
Hello? Yeah, Sensei Lawrence is here too. Why? What's this about?
Hell yeah. They say when they're gonna start it back up? They say if we're going back to Barcelona or somewhere else.
All right, slow down.
Why? You don't think everyone's gonna be back on board?
No, because I'm not. And we need to move on. Do you really want to go back to dealing with Kreese? Or see Robbie get his head bashed in again?
We said we were moving on because we don't have a choice. Now we do. Robbie doesn't have to end his karate career this way. We could still win.
A kid died. There's nothing else to talk about.
Please.
I'm sorry. I've made my decision.
Dang. I mean, I knew Daniel would be the one who would not be excited about it. Everyone's all about it. But I think, like, seeing Miguel's response being, like, the Stanford dream over, I think Daniel's gonna take that into consideration.
I hope so.
The tournament coming back would be really nice. You've had so much success working for the LaRussos.
You've done a lot of nice things for me lately, but I didn't expect to be a car salesman the rest of my life. No dojo of my own. It's not exactly the dream.
Most people don't get to live their dreams. But maybe it's that way so that we learn to make the most of what we do have.
Yep.
We have a lot.
It's a good setup, dude. You got a good setup. People care about you. Get to be a girl dad like me.
Wasn't ready to let go of the dream.
I know.
It's tough. I get Johnny's mindset. Only Silver would be on a yacht.
I'm on a yacht.
Mr. Braun.
I was able to reach all the senseis. The decision was not unanimous.
It was LaRusso, wasn't it?
Perhaps it's for the best.
You all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit nauseous.
The rough seas, perhaps?
No.
Dramamine.
Tell the captain we're changing course. I need to drop in on a friend in the valley.
Oh, you know, because we have so many just ports for your giant ass boat in the valley. We're not that close to the ocean, bud. Oh, that's the same shit that Miyagi gave Daniel.
바르셀로나에서 있었던 일.
과거에 연연하지 말고 미래에 집중하는 거야.
Master Kim, may I speak to you privately?
What you say to all.
About the lesson today. I don't think she should be teaching this. She is not you. I've decided we are not returning to the Sekai Taikai.
That is not your decision.
I made it my decision. I sent Yoon away.
Oh, shit.
You choose this path. Now you have something that no longer belongs to you. 맞아. 넌 내가 아니야. 넌 내 자리를 원하지만 넌 힘이 없어. 할아버지한테 슬프지만 이 도장은 나와 함께 가는 거야.
할아버지, 이건 우리 가문의 가라테입니다. 우리 전통이에요. 제가 사범이 될 수 있습니다. 전제 평생을
She
바쳤습니다.
has the nicest skin. Sorry.
그럼 걔처럼 너도 기회가 있을 거야. 하지만 아주 힘든 일이야.
Kill Kreese.
Right? That's what I... Oh, God. Also, the young Kreese, him on his TikTok with his wife, so funny.
All right, let's do this.
If you say so.
Ah, shit.
What the hell are you doing, man? Pull over.
I will
It's a
after
really
I've said
nice
my
car.
piece.
Do it now or I'll do it for you.
It's not a good idea to attack a man when he's driving. You wouldn't want an accident. Not when we've got so much to live for. I don't know why you got my way with Kreese, but I do know you and I want the same thing. Tournament back on, and I'll have a way to do it that will make everyone happy. Russo won't want to listen. Maybe we can help him. No. The kids even know this option is on the table.
It's none of your damn business.
This is insane.
I love the way they're shooting it. Like, they're really going for it.
He always knows how to, like, poke that, like, sensitive spot.
You know, I'm not quite ready to buy yet. But let's keep talking.
The fuck with his metal business card. Get out of the car, you ass.
Dude, Johnny and Silver are gonna work together to, like, convince Daniel to, like...
Of course, it's a metal business. Also...
It's kind of
I
dope.
want one of those.
It's kind of dope, not gonna lie. Again, I don't think his intentions are in a good place, but I don't fully disagree with his reasoning as to bringing it back.
I know.
I guess I should start packing. But then again, I don't have any place else to go.
Start dying because I have to kill you.
Clarity came to me so late. I made a lot of mistakes with Quan and with Johnny.
Wow, look at this.
You don't need me anymore.
I don't think anybody ever did.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
We're getting deep.
It's time for men like me to
This is a dream.
step aside.
This feels like a dream.
I don't know, maybe the death of a child actually was what it took to convince Kreese that he's wrong about
It's
the
too
way he
late
did
for me
things.
to be a good sensei, let alone to be a good person. The way of the fist gave me the power to handle many difficult things. There are times in life and war where you can't show mercy. But if you devote your life to that concept, it consumes you. I could never control it. Perhaps one day you can.
I'm okay.
I too need to do something difficult.
Then do it. What I said before is true. You are not your grandfather. You will lead your dojo and lead it your way. You do what you have to do, and I will be proud of you for it.
I was expecting her to just take out the knife, be like, all right, you want me to do it?
I know things got out of control in Barcelona, but maybe it's causing you to hold on a little too tight to control here. I love having you at the dealership, but only if it's really you. You've gone through a lot lately. I'm sure it's gonna get worse when Sam tells you she doesn't want to go to UCLA. I'm sorry for the Band-Aid rip, but we need to be able to support each other moving forward. I just need you to know that I will always love you. Karate or no karate.
Do you trust me?
That's a loaded question. Yeah.
It depends. What am I trusting you with, Johnny?
What do you...
Whoa.
You bring this piece of shit to my house.
Business only gets done by having hard conversations.
Spare us the act. You're not here hat in hand. You're playing an angle. You're just hoping you could hide it long enough to trip us up.
What is it you're afraid of?
I love that team.
I want the tournament back on, win or lose. I'm here with full transparency at the mercy of your decision.
Mercy? Huh?
My proposition is this. You pick the venue. You pick the refs. I will sign off and I will cover the cost. No more games. Just closure.
What is the angle? Revenge? Is that still it? What the hell are you holding on to, Silver?
Everyone on my team, your team, for the senseis and the kids.
Bullshit.
Seconded.
Let's have some honesty here. Just be straight up. Be like, you ruined my life and I want to fucking make you torture and pay.
You want to know why I need this? Because it's the only thing I have left. No more mansions. And no children, no wife, no real home. The only thing I can have now is one last win. Savor every moment before it's gone.
When I saw you at the hospital, you're sick.
Sick is an understatement.
Oh, no.
If you think you're gonna get sympathy out of us.
That's the last thing I want from anyone. You needed to know my angle, and now you do. Whatever decision you make.
I forgot about that hospital
Yeah.
scene.
Dude, how tall is he in real life?
I think he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, because he looks like he has to bend over for everything.
The kids really want this, huh?
They do. The truth is, I think I want it most of all. I think I might need it. Maybe you do too, if you're being honest with yourself. But you said you trusted me. Well, I trust you too. So, the decision's to move on, we'll move on.
They're going to bring it to the All Valley. That's what they're going to do.
Also, Johnny did something with his hair color. I like it. I think he toned it or something. Oh, she's going to fucking kill him. That's fake. We're not actually sleeping in there. That's fake. That's not actually Kreese. Is she gonna kill her grandfather? Sorry, these are all the thoughts that go through my head when they try to, like, spin it. Yeah.
이 할아비를 죽여는 게 내 도장을 원해.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. I just got the chills. Oh, it is the ribs.
Holy shit.
That feels like Kill Bill with the punch.
Wow.
You just killed your own grandfather.
What did you do?
What I needed to. As you said, I will lead this dojang, but I will do it my way.
She is badass, dude.
I know, I do love her.
Holy shit.
I do absolutely love her.
And this will be the last time you and I will see each other, John.
I understand.
But you still have time to be what you want to be. A good sensei, a good person.
I have been the bad guy for so long. I don't think I'll be able to change that.
Agreed.
What will you do?
Pack my bags for the last time and return to the tournament. I still have some unfinished business.
And then he reaches into the fire and he grabs the knife.
We are so lucky to be surrounded by friends and family. And the family that we have chosen, the LaRusso Auto family.
Where is Chosen, by the way?
Yeah.
Now, in the early days of this business, things were pretty uncertain. We knew we were taking a risk, but we built something of our own. We trusted each other. We trusted that it would all work out okay because we had each other.
Dad, is it true? Is the tournament back on?
It's true. If that's what you all want.
Bring him on.
Let's fucking go.
Why I don't know why that made me emotional there for a sec.
Because the music,
yeah,
I think is what it was.
And then looking at each other like that.
I thought that was a really good episode. It was in our intro. We were talking about how, like, in reality, like, that competition is like canceled, and Silver's reasoning behind why it should continue made a ton of sense. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that there would be like a ton of like negative press, but at the same time, when you go back and actually revisit that final episode, that whole brawl was broadcasted.
Yeah.
They didn't cut the feed until Quan died, which I'm like, also in the TV world, that shit would have gone to a commercial break.
God.
As soon as the brawl started, it'd be like, we gotta go. So,
but it would have, like, talk about ratings.
Right. I mean, for sure. So the idea that there's all this negative publicity, Quan, regardless of if Quan was a good guy or a bad guy in this show, whether he was like a heel or a babyface or whatever, obviously he was Cobra Kai. Obviously he had a ton of attitude, but he was still a kid. And the idea that a kid died and all of that is being basically smeared as a result of the competition and like why it happened and how it happened. Silver's right. They should do this as like honoring him.
I was literally waiting for you to stop so that I could say that. Oh my god.
Yeah, like that logic makes sense.
Yeah, because if you stop it now, literally you're burying him with it.
Right.
You're burying his
exactly
memory.
What he said.
Exactly. Yes. So I totally understand how you want to keep it going, honor his memory, like feature him, something. But
it's Silver. Yeah. There's always something else there. He's always been really good at talking and being smart with his reasons why things should happen a certain way, when in reality, he always has an ulterior motive. There's always something else in the back of his mind as to why he wants to do something. And I totally forgot about the hospital thing. I guess he really is sick, or is that another swerve to where...
Yeah, I don't know. See, isn't that bad that you can't trust him?
Exactly.
Ultimate villain right there.
Yeah, for sure. You never know what he's saying is actually truth or not. But I love this idea. Daniel was 100%, like, he got to pick everything. He's definitely going to do it in the Valley. He's going to bring the Sakai Taikai to the Valley for sure. And we're going to get a resolution to this whole thing, which I think is the right play. Because, again, if there's opportunity for these kids to not die and actually perform and maybe get a big boost in their life and their future as a result, then yeah, under the right circumstances, the right environment, like with the right protection around everyone, obviously continuing isn't a bad thing. You just got to set up the proper safety measures and make sure that everyone who's obviously it's all the same competitors coming back.
Yeah.
Are they restarting it, or are they just picking up where they left off?
Good question.
Because I heard two different things. I heard restarting, but then I heard finishing. So I don't know exactly what that means. But this idea that... Because if I remember correctly, where we left off in terms of the competition, it was the final round, and it was the captains' fight. Mm-hmm. The captains were fighting each other. Where's Tori? Because she was technically a captain of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like Cobra Kai's returning because of what happened with Sensei Kim and her killing her grandfather. It felt like she was going in her own way.
I don't know.
But Kreese returning, because she was like, this is the last time you're going to see me. But Kreese is like, I'm returning to the tournament. He has unfinished business. Does that mean he's going to try to like, what is he going to do?
I don't know. That's
Cobra Kai's captain. Cobra Kai's captain was not in this episode, and the other one is dead. So it's like, how does everybody return to this? Like, what's his name? Gunther said. They all aren't returning, but he did say the senseis have to all agree.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this is going to play out. Is it going to be just Miyagi-Do versus Iron Dragon? Is that because... Or there was a fourth one, but I think they had already lost. So I don't know. Again, I don't know exactly where this picks up in terms of the competition. Because again, Cobra Kai couldn't possibly still be in it unless that's like Johnny's... Like the way...
I don't even know.
The way Johnny was talking this episode, it was almost like his destiny is to run a dojo himself. Daniel is out. Once this is over, he made the point. He's like, I'm out of karate. Like, as before, obviously, someone died and the Sekai Taikai ended. Right. His plan, once the Sekai Taikai was done, he was done. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if, like, Johnny takes over Miyagi-Do or how this is going to work. But this idea of, like, Cobra Kai never dies, the show's called Cobra Kai. It's got to come back to that at some point, I feel like. But I think it's all very interesting. This is so good. I love the start. We got 4 episodes to go before this whole thing is over, which, again, very bittersweet. But where this goes, how this plays out, I mean, I'd probably be like Daniel, too, in a situation like that. I would probably just drown myself in work and just try to distract myself and not think about the horrible things that happen.
Like, you just got to keep yourself busy so you're not, like, sitting there thinking about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously he had nothing to do with the death, but it's one of those things to where you still have... You're still very much impacted by what happened because you brought your kids there to compete in an honest competition and then things played out a certain way and a kid dying and obviously all that horrible shit. So I think I definitely would have been very much in the Daniel mindset, probably very short to snap, been very busy focusing on all the work I can do, keeping as busy as possible. But yeah, I think this is the right move. I originally was like, no way this continues. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I was on the same boat.
But then when I heard Silver talking about it, and even though, again, he has his ulterior motives, his reasoning makes sense as to why. You honor Quan, regardless of what kind of attitude the kid had, and you make this a positive. You turn this negative into a positive. You find a way to do that. And we'll see where it goes. I'm very curious. I'm very interested. There's a bunch of different roads that this could go down, I feel like. Mm-hmm. I hope... And this is something that we've talked about a lot. Miguel has really kind of taken a back seat to an extent, but Miguel is always the best, in my opinion. I think it's very close. I think Robbie and Hawk are very close, but I feel like at his peak, Miguel was always the best.
Right.
He always...
Would you say that he was the best around?
Yes. I think he always carried himself the best. I always felt like he was the best leader. I think he has the best technique overall as a fighter.
He has the maturity.
I feel like there's got to be a moment at some point for him to shine because he's not a captain. It's Robbie and Sam that are the 2 captains for Miyagi-Do. So I think Miguel needs his shine. And the idea that he dropped the line about like, oh, well, now that the tournament's over, like my dream of Stanford's over. Like there's a lot of
That's
like,
fucked up.
I think there's a lot of subtle hints in this episode about like Johnny's future, Miguel's future, obviously Kreese's future. I wonder if Kreese dies. I wonder as a result of all this, like Kreese's end is death and he's just gone. Because I agree with a lot of what he said.
Interesting.
There's no redemption for him.
No.
Regardless of what happens.
He's been bad for so long.
Yeah, and we've been fooled by that already before. So I don't see that happening. I don't see any sympathy or redemption for Silver, even if he does have some kind of terminal illness that's killing him. I don't see him getting the sympathy that, I mean, again, when you're a really good villain, it takes a lot to be redeemed, and there's not enough time. There's 4 episodes left. I just don't see that there's enough time to redeem him. Johnny, obviously he was the bad boy in the original movie, and I mean, he needed a lot of work to even be redeemed to get to where he is now as this beloved character and one of the best. I mean, his character in Cobra Kai, just the funniness, just the cluelessness,
yes.
Him just always being he's made so many funny jokes of just thinking that he is understanding things when he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just epic. So, yeah, excellent start. Again, I'm going to be really sad when this show's over.
Me too.
But I'm also going to be happy once it is over, especially because I have faith that they're going to stick the landing. The creators of the show have been amazing from the beginning. And, yeah, I think it's going to go really well. And I think it's going to go down as one of my favorite shows of all time.
Word.
So, great start. 4 more to go.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
I don't have anything to add.
All you guys, leave your comments. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.